Hey everybody, welcome back to My Wings of Refuge. I'm excited today. We're going to make something so much fun. I love enchilada sauce. I love making sauces. I love sauces. I really do. And I make lots of different sauces. The girls I work with kind of make fun of me sometimes and call me the saucy girl because I like my sauces. I do take them very seriously, and enchilada sauce is one of them. And my husband absolutely loves enchilada sauce. And where some enchilada sauces are very thin and watery, if you buy the canned stuff from the grocery store, not good. For me, it's not good. It's just not good. And so I like my sauce a little on the thicker side, and I like it a little robust, and I like it flavorful. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. It's going to have lovely, lovely flavors. And so that is exciting. And so that's what we're going to be doing today. So we have our kitchen set up. I have my canner here, and I put a little bit more water in it than what it actually calls for canning, because I'm actually putting my jars in here now with a tiny bit of water in them. We're not looking to sterilize these jars because they're going to sterilize during the pressure canning, and so we don't have to worry about that. But these jars are washed with soap and water and very clean, and they're slightly warm from the warm water we were washing them in. So I have filled this with warm water, and I'm just going to turn this on to about medium high, just so that we can get it very warm while we're cooking. And I'm only going to sit the lid on. Well, there we go. I'm just sitting the lid on, and the valve is open because I don't want this to pressurize at all. And I just want it to keep it warm for us, so that when I'm ready for my jars, they will be hot and ready when our sauce is hot and ready. And that way you can do them in the oven too. It's just handy sometimes just to take them right out, put them in, put them right back in, and by then we'll have the proper amount of water in here, or we can pour a little out if we need to. So we have our jars ready. I have a little pan in the back here, and it has warm water, and it has our flats in it, so that they will just be, right now it's only on low, because as our sauce gets ready or more ready, we will turn it up a little bit just so it's kind of bubbling a little. I am simply using canned tomato sauce this time. I love to do this with fresh tomatoes and cook it down until it's like tomato sauce, but I want to make this with canned tomatoes this time. So this is canned tomato sauce, and I'm doing the 30 or 29 ounce cans, and I'm doing 3 of them. So I make my own chicken bouillon. So if you're using real chicken bouillon like from the grocery store, you want either 6 tablespoons, or if you're using a liquid, just chicken broth, you want 6 cups. And so since I make my own, if you ever want to know how I make my own, just let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to do a video on that one day. It's so easy, it's delicious, and it doesn't have all those unwanted ingredients that you have at the grocery store. So I am using my 6 tablespoons of my homemade chicken bouillon that really has no chicken in it. So next we want 12 tablespoons of onion flakes. So next we want 12 teaspoons of garlic powder. Okay, so next is 18 tablespoons of chili powder. Don't let that scare you. It sounds like a lot. It is a lot, but I promise you it will taste excellent. Next is 12 teaspoons of cumin. 3 teaspoons of salt, 3 teaspoons of pepper, the last of our 6 cups of water. So now we have all of our ingredients in here. We're going to turn on our heat and give everything a good stir. Now we're just going to bring it to a nice rolling boil so we can fill our jars. Smells fantastic. And all we do is wait. it'll thicken up just a little bit, and we want it to reduce some, and it'll be nice and hot. Our sauce has been boiling and it looks fantastic. Smells divine. My whole house probably smells like enchilada sauce right now, and I'm not upset over that. Time to measure for 1 inch. Seal it up. Now I have a T-file. I absolutely love my T-file. I'm going to turn the heat up to high. I've had it on about medium, high, medium-ish while I was doing the jar transfer. And so now I'm turning the heat back up, and make sure you're following your manufacturer's instructions on how much water to put in and how to basically operate it. You need to know that. So with the T-file, I'm locking my lid. I'm leaving my valve wide open. So what's going to happen is I'm turning up the heat. This is going to boil, and pressure is going to, or steam is going to rise. What we're watching for now, before we set any timers or do anything, is we want steam. I can see a little steam coming out now, but we want a full steady stream of steam. Once we have that going, we want to set our timer for 10 minutes and just watch that steam steady for 10 solid minutes, okay? I have a steady stream of steam going here now, so I'm going to go ahead and set my timer for 10 minutes and just let that steam. Okay, our timer has gone off. We're just going to shut that off. And now we're just going to close our valve. And we're not going to do anything else until we get to 10 pounds of pressure. So right now we're just going to babysit and watch the pressure rise until it gets to 10 pounds of pressure. Then we'll set our timer. So we have reached our 10 pounds of pressure. It's time to set our timer for 50 minutes. And that's our timer. I'm going to shut that off, and I'm going to turn our heat off. But I'm not going to touch the canner. I'm just going to let this completely sit here. I want it to cool down naturally. I'm not going to touch the valve. I'm not going to do anything. I just want the temperature to calm down and cool down. So our pressure is down to 0, and I'm just going to open the valve to see if there's any little bit of pressure left over. Okay, nothing happened, so we're ready to open the lid. I'm just going to let them sit in here and let this just air out a little bit. Then we'll take them out in a minute. Okay, let's get these out of the canner. Y'all, I have to tell you, my heart is breaking this week for Ukraine and the Russia ordeal. The only thing I can say is my heart is just breaking. I hate when there is war and there's fighting and there's distrust and there's this uncomfortable feeling, and lives are going to be lost no matter how you look at it. No matter what is going on, families are going to hurt. It just breaks my heart. So y'all, be praying for Ukraine, and please pray for the Russian people as well. And that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed today's video, y'all. Stay safe out there. Keep your prayers and your faith up, and don't lose hope. And don't be afraid. A while back when the pandemic first hit, I actually did a video about fear, do not fear. And so just remember that with whatever's going on in the world, do not fear. And so I hope you enjoy your enchilada sauce. So you're wondering now, what am I going to do with this enchilada sauce? Not only do you pour it over your favorite Mexican flair, or burritos or tacos and that sort of thing, but you can also use it. I like using it sometimes on my husband's omelets. Use it as a dipping sauce. You can put it over fish. There's so much you can do with it. So don't be afraid to make some enchilada sauce. Have a great week, y'all. See you next time.